All right, today we're going to take a look at how to adjust the tray height on your machine. Now, this machine here has 5 trays in it. Yours usually just has 4. The only exception to this is do not adjust your bottom tray. So the bottom tray technically can go a little lower than this, but we don't do that because it messes with the little book sensors here. So the bottom tray don't adjust, but usually, you know, your 3 trays above, it's very easy to adjust the tray heights. So first thing you're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to shut the machine off. You know, you have your little blue power switch. And then if we get in here and let's say we're going to adjust this tray height. If we look underneath here, there's like a little plug. Okay, so this is your little harness for that tray. Every tray's plug is right below it. And it just has a little clasp there on the right side. You just got to press that, pull it down. So it's pretty straightforward. So then we're going to feed our cable over, and then we're just going to pull our tray out. So when you pull your tray out, you know, these trays pull out real easy. If you keep it flat and level, it doesn't come out. But all you got to do is lift it up just a hair, and then it just comes right out the machine. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead. We'll just set this. We'll just set this aside. And then now, if we look at our trays here, so our side rails, there's just one screw. It's just a Phillips head screw, so that's all you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. You're just gonna simply unscrew it and pop it forward. Now these tray rails, some of them will be kind of stiff, you know, so it'll feel like once you get this screw out, it might feel like the side rail's stuck in here. You know, like if you could see, I could shake the whole machine. It's definitely not stuck. You just kind of got to muscle it. So usually what I'll do, because they pull forward, what you might need to do is bring a flathead screwdriver with you and kind of pry on it right here, because they can get like they just kind of settle. But here, let me set this down. You'll be able to get it out though. There you go. You might need to use a 2-hander, because if you see, it has like these little clips, these like little grooves in there, and it kind of clips in. So you would, you know, it has all these little notches, so you can raise it up wherever. Just make sure when you pop it in that it's, you know, that it's even. So we could tell this is like our little screw hole. I don't know if that shows on camera, but that's our little screw hole. So that's where it was. Let's say we wanted to raise it up a little. You're just going to kind of get it in the notches there and pop it back in place. And that's it. And so now at this point, you know, I make sure it's seated all the way back, and then I could just screw it back in, and now it's raised up. So yeah, because there's little notches right here, little notches right here, and that's all it is to it. But again, you know, these will feel stiff. So what I usually do is I'll grab it with 2 hands like this, and then just kind of give it a little pop, and it'll come off. All right, you're not going to break nothing. It's all just metal. You know, just, if anything, just so you don't scrape your knuckles, I kind of grab it like that, and then just give it a little pop. And that's really all it is to it, you know. I'm going to set mine back to where it's supposed to be, but once you adjust your rails, just make sure like your 2 sides are lined up. And the way I would do it is, so say if we were raising this up 2 notches, count from the bottom of the tray above, like how many of these little square notches. So this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the screw hole. So make sure once you put your rails back together that you got the same amount. So let me do that here. I'm just making sure I'm warmed up. Okay, so that's my original hole. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, wait, where did I start from? Because technically the roller's on 1, so I'm going to count the roller as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then screw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then my screw. So that's how you know that you're level, because you definitely don't want these like skewed. because then it'll make your tray could get stuck in there when you put it in or something like that. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us, and thank you for choosing Global Vending.